adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's the Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist, and the greatest rider in Supercross history, Jerry McGrath, is here tonight. A dear, dear friend. Good to see you again, Jeremy.
Nice to see you guys. Thanks.
Jeremy's got a book out called Wide Open, A Life in Supercross. Drew was just looking through it and amazed. Were you not, Drew?
Amazed at the pictures.
Lots of pictures, lots of stories. It's all there. And it is. You can get it anywhere. You get Amazon, anywhere else, any book outlet.
It's out now.
Yeah, the book came out today, yeah.
And let me just say this about Jeremy for those of you who aren't familiar with his work. By far the most dominant Supercross rider in Supercross history. Yeah. And people think that Supercross has been going around, what's it been, 10 years? No, it's been like 30, 35 years or something. I mean, it's been a while. I mean, I remember being a kid and hearing about the Super Bowl of motocross at the Coliseum in the mid-'70s, late '70s.
Exactly.
When did it start?
I think it started in '74.
Yeah,
honestly.
So we're talking about 30 years. That's plenty of time for somebody to be good. And so far,
yeah, definitely.
Just Jeremy. But Jeremy retired last year and is now moving on to book writing and touring and sponsoring. And what's a normal day like for you?
Well, unless I'm riding my bike, I don't know.
Do you ride every day? No,
I try and ride a couple times a week nowadays, and I'm messing around with that supermoto bike, so I try and get out doing that. And I mean, lately I just kind of been taking a break.
Well, what is a supermoto bike?
Supermoto bike is when you take some people might know it's you take a 450 4-stroke motocross bike and you put the 17-inch wheels on it and you race you race on the asphalt. It's about 80% asphalt and 20% dirt.
Right, and it has some. It doesn't really have big jumps, but it has some ups and downs and some berms, and it's like a hybrid.
Exactly. It's kind of something that they had over here in the 80s. You might remember at Superbikers, they had it at Carlsbad and stuff, and then they had it over. It's pretty big over in Europe, and this year was the first year of it over here.
They're by the way, they're wacky for their motorcycles in Europe. I mean, we're pretty crazy for the dirt stuff here, and marginally for the street stuff, but they're insane for the street stuff.
They like the bike, though, right?
They like everything about it. I mean, they're into like trials and stuff over there. The best form of any motor racing, though, is hill climbs, by the way. Like, I like the guys,
hill climb this year.
The guys that have the motorcycle. The front of the bike looks stock, but the swing arm is 14 feet long, and it has like 70 foot of chain driving a paddle tire with a chain on it, and the guy's got like a outboard motor on it, and the guy's always great because he's wearing a football helmet or something.
Yeah. Hey, I did a hill climb this year.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, the Billings, Montana one. It's the Great American Hill Climb.
Is it hairy?
And it's hairy. I always wanted to experience it, and I caught a little flack for it, but hill climb was great. And Adam, you'd enjoy this. I rode a 2500 Harley Davidson over the top. They had 218 horsepower.
Wow.
So that was ridiculous.
Basically, to give you some perspective, Drew, because you know nothing about any of this.
Well, I know there's it's basically 208 powers hauling him up the hill. That's it.
But here's the thing. Jeremy raced in 250cc class.
Right.
250cc and a 2500 it's 10 times bigger.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, it's 1,000 cc's would be 1,000. And you got, you know what I'm saying here, Drew? You with me? Yeah, it's 10 times bigger, that engine. And he goes plenty good on the 250cc.
But that, and there's no weight, there's 250 horsepower.
Oh, yeah. Right? It was, power to weight was ridiculous.
I mean, that just sounds possibly dangerous.
It was. I was scared. I was. I never wear a chest protector. And I mean, first of all, the hill is vertical. And when it
gets
looking
to the
at
top,
the thing,
it's straight up.
Yeah, you go up through the chute, and it's super steep. And
what?
I got on the bike, and I was like, oh man, I better. This thing was. You had to put a side starter on it, so it was incredible. And I put on the chest protector because I was afraid if I fell and the thing landed on me, I would hurt myself.
Do people fall back?
Oh yeah,
so it's
you've seen it. They have those
people. Look, the main injury are the guys who are trying to stop the bike
the catchers.
once it starts going down the hill.
Wow.
And I don't mean rolling down the hill. I mean cartwheeling down the hill.
Wow.
Yeah, it's by the time they get to the end, it's vertical. I mean, because if you look at it this way, any weekend warrior could take a bone stock 250 Honda, or Yamaha, or Suzuki and take it up something that you couldn't hike up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I mean, you'd be blown away at just what your average construction worker who puts around on the weekend could get up on a bone stock motorcycle. So in order to do a hill climb, the thing's got to be inverted. The last 60 feet has to just be the side of a building.
All the catchers that are on the hill at the chute at the top were on ropes. So when they jump out to get the bike, they have a big hook, and they try and hook the rim or the wheel so they can stop the bike.
How about you? They try to get you too? Or?
Well, hopefully, they try and get the guy too and just stop him from spinning.
Yeah.
But, every time I made it over 5 out of 7 times, so I was pretty lucky.
Making it over isn't always the best
I didn't make it to the steep part,
okay.
so I didn't have to fall back.
You get some guys. The trouble starts over the top too. Some of them get a little air over it.
A lot of air.
Most of the time they've slowed down to a point where they're happy to make it to the top. But once in a while, a guy blasts over the top. It's not a science. This hill climbing stuff. It's hairy. I'd like to see a little more of that going
But you're
on.
right. At the hill climb, you get the football helmet and the sunglasses and charging up the hill.
It attracts a certain quality of fan, too, Drew, if you could picture the guy.
Cretin?
Yeah, the guy with the
mullet.
Hat fashioned out of the 12
kind of like that mullet I got there in my book.
This mullet,
Yeah.
Let me slather a little more saliva on Jeremy's ass real quick. We had, who was in here last night? Angie Everhart. We were talking about that Toyota Grand Prix race that Jeremy won in the pro class. And let me just say this. Of course, everyone says, well, Jeremy's a racer. But he's a motorcycle racer. And he had to race against guys that not only done the race multiple times, but were automotive racers, professional automotive racers. And Jeremy pulled... Pay attention over here, Drew. Don't look at the book. I'm over here. Jeremy did a move, and it's a little hard to pass. Because all the cars are equal and people are fairly skilled and all that kind of stuff. Jeremy pulled a move. There's one hairpin turn, and the whole deal with the hairpin turn is go down to second and don't hit it too hard and don't get loose, and then come out of it and tack it back up. Jeremy went wide, almost stopped, crammed it into first, peeled out in first, and slid past the person who was in second. There's not another person out of the 15 people that were doing the race. Nobody put it in first. No one thought of it. No instructor ever said to do it. No one. I just thought, I saw Jeremy do that move. I was totally blown away, and I thought that's the racing experience.
Yeah.
I don't know when you decided.
You remember the corner when you were in second gear, the car was bogging down. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna put it in first gear, and smoke was coming off, and it was crazy because they're front-wheel drive. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that was very impressive, I must say.
Thanks.
And as I was saying last night, I think it was me and Jeremy and Josh Brolin at the track in wherever the hell that was. Willow Springs, pouring rain, doing some hot laps, getting sideways.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Drew, you got to do that.
Great experience.
All right.
You'd love it, Drew.
Where the hell are we?
5.
We'll go to the phone? All right, talk to Elena. Elena?
Yeah.
You're 18?
Yes.
What's up?
Well, I lost my virginity and I didn't bleed.
Good.
So what?
Me neither.
So what?
No, aren't you supposed to?
No.
Really?
Drew, what percentage you think of women? Is it a little bit of a wives' tale?
Yes, especially at 18, 19, 20.
Oh, good.
Well, how old were you? You just did this?
This weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
18.
Oh, nice. Who's the guy? You like the guy?
Yeah, he's nice.
He's what?
He's cool.
Oh, I thought she said he was married.
That's what I heard. He's
like,
married
whoa.
to me.
I think she said he's nice to me.
Nice, yeah.
There you go.
All right. Is he your boyfriend?
Yes.
All right. Was it disappointing? Not all you thought it would be?
He actually, the entire time, he focused on my pleasure, actually.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, enjoy, because that's the last time.
Yeah.
Remember those days when we used to focus on her pleasure?
Yeah.
I love those guys do that. It's like, this is all about you for the first 2 weeks. And then for the next 20 years, it's going to be about me and my needs. Except for, as guys, we don't really have needs other than just to
lie still.
Yeah, just like a lie still and be left alone.
Yeah.
Thank you. Marissa,
Yes.
you're 24?
Yes. I was
What's
just
up?
wondering if it was at all possible to get like a very short, very light period and be pregnant.
That's not a period then. That's first trimester bleeding. That's kind of a serious thing.
Okay. But it was like right when I should have gotten my period.
It doesn't matter.
Well,
No.
why? Wait a minute.
That's your period. You're not pregnant.
Yeah, what makes you think you're pregnant?
I heard
there?
something in the background there.
Because I had unprotected sex, and I don't know, just assuming for a while that I was, but then I got a very short, very light period.
Well, but you haven't taken a test yet.
I took a test, actually, but
And?
it didn't say anything. And so I made an appointment for the doctor, but it's not till next week.
Wait a minute. What, you mean you took one of those take-home tests?
Mm-hmm.
Where you crap on the stick? You crap
No,
on it or
actually,
pee
it
on
was
They have the
the
new
day-
ones where you pee on them now.
You can do either.
I
Okay,
took
because
it
I
the-
always...
Wow.
I would
always
always
crap
crap
on
on this. Yeah, that's...
No doubt.
Yeah, that's
What
my
does it
bad.
say
class
when
mode.
you do that, Adam?
It registers brown. And the thing that's funny is it says,
Brown
blue or pink, and it's always
It's always brown.
brown.
Well, there
Unless
just
I go
wasn't a
Mexican,
line.
and then... A what?
It was supposed to be a line no matter what, like one line if you weren't and two if you were, and there was
Yeah.
no line. So, I don't know. But it was the day after the period that I thought was a period ended, so I don't know if that has anything to do
All
with
right,
it.
so
It probably was your period.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
probably not pregnant, but you definitely should be tested.
Okay.
And if you are pregnant, then it wasn't your period, and it was first trimester bleeding, and that's actually just a wholly different thing and needs to be checked out.
Okay.
That's heading towards miscarriage sometimes, or ectopic pregnancy. So if you have a lot of pelvic... When are you seeing the doctor?
Next Wednesday?
Yeah, if you get a lot of abdominal pain between now and then, go in right away, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
right.
thank you.
Got a question for Jeremy here from 14-year-old Silk. Oh, did I hit that right? Let's see. Silk.
Hey, Adam, how you guys doing tonight?
Good. What's
Good.
your...
Hey, let me first say, Drew, I read most of your books so far, and I've recommended it to all my buddies. I think it's amazing, and I recommend it for all Loveline listeners to go
No
out.
pictures. No
Thanks, Silk.
pictures,
I
though.
appreciate
Not
that.
like Jeremy McGrath's new book.
Yeah, that's
Got
all
pictures.
too.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's doing
Hey.
the cans and the pancakes. He's doing everything here.
All right, man. Okay, so Jeremy, I just want to ask, how did you get into motocross, and what is your favorite signature stunt you have ever performed?
Well, my dad was a rider when I was young, so he was always taking us out riding, and actually the guys that I raced with most of my career they started when they were really young, and I raced BMX actually when I was young, 8, 9, 10,
really?
11, and finally started racing motocross at 14. I think my mom wanted me to wait, and my dad wanted me to wait a little longer, so I was a little more safe, or just a little older, didn't get hurt or anything. So,
Wasn't your
pretty
mom
much-
even still freaked out when you finally did it?
yeah,
I remember this story from
Yeah,
somewhere.
my parents, my mom was really kind of freaked out over it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
but
They made the adjustment.
Yeah,
I saw
when
the dad in the $2 million van,
Sure,
18-wheeler sucking on a butt and
Yeah.
enjoying himself. He made the adjustment nicely.
when I was racing BMX, a friend of mine raced motocross at the same time, so he kind of got me to go over there and try it out, and I fell in love with it. I mean, I knew I loved it from the day I rode. I mean, I had a motorcycle when I was 5 years old, and just got to ride a bunch. Never really had a new bike until I was 14 years old, and my parents got me one for my birthday, and then I started. So ever since that day, I knew that's what I wanted to do.
When did you start making money?
Well, you know what? When you're young, you can race series where you get contingency, or you get. Back in the day, there was I rode Yamaha, so there was a thing called YZ bucks, and you could win those at the series, even being a novice or an intermediate kid, and you could use those for buying parts. So as far as making actual dollars, it was end of 1988 when I first turned professional.
Oh, because we're getting paid in parts here ourselves.
Well, you know,
yeah, we
panel
get, like,
parts,
microphone
admittedly.
parts.
Yeah.
We get parts from computer. We get the. I'm almost up to a whole board, by the way, Drew. I'll be able to start my own
Oh, my
radio
God.
station. True. Mic cables, jacks,
Yeah.
all the stuff. I mean, for years, right?
I'm jealous.
Station
you're on
coffee
board.
mugs.
Oh,
Yeah, I've been
gosh.
doing well, Drew. Oh yeah.
I'm pissed.
All right.
As far as my favorite stunt, of course, would be the knack.
Yeah. Now, how's that knack go?
Well, it's you just take one leg. I mean, you jump off it. You got to get big air, and you jump off the side of the bike, and the one, like for me, the right leg would come around and go on the other side of the bike and
Right.
put it back on. That's kind of a BMX trick, and I just kind of transferred it over to motocross. Was looking for something different. And
that's a BMX trick?
Yeah, there it is, right there.
Yeah, there's the knack.
Yeah, that's that was. It started in BMX.
Oh, it did? Yeah. I remember the BMX. Yeah, I used to race a little BMX. What about you, Drew?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Nothing? No?
No.
Why, they didn't have that?
They didn't have that.
Yeah, they had
the
that.
Stingray had just been invented when I was that age.
But Drew had a bicycle with a giant front wheel.
No.
And he wore a bowler and wax in his mustache.
You had to wear suspenders.
He wore spats and suspenders and a raccoon coat. What are you talking about?
Oh, no,
Didn't you see the movie on any Sunday?
No, I didn't see it. But I'm trying to think when it came out.
What did you do? Did you sit down and decide that every movie I've seen
I wouldn't see.
You'd cleanse your mind of?
No, I just wouldn't see.
How did you know in advance what movies I was going to see so that you couldn't see them in 1973?
Very simple. You saw all of them, I saw none of them. Pretty simple.
Idiot. All right. On any Sunday, it was a big movie.
I remember hearing about it. I did not see it.
All right, but that movie...
But I was right.
Yeah, I've seen it.
But I think I was probably like...
that movie was...
I was young.
Probably... Oh, man. That movie's probably like 73.
Yeah,
74.
73. I was 15, 16. You know, it's...
All right.
But that was past the back.
All right. But they had bicycles. Believe you me. Chris, get on the internet. Find out when any Sunday was on. I could
That sounds
be
about
72.
right. Sounds like I was about 14.
72, 73?
Yeah.
All right. Where are we going here, Drew?
Germany or Florida?
Playing a little something called Germany or Florida. They people give the bizarre question or bizarre story, and we guess Germany or Florida. Go ahead, Ray.
Hi, I got a quick question first.
All right.
Stool samples, what's up with them? And, like, how do you get them? Do you, like, put them in, like, one of them urine specimen cups or a bag?
Sometimes.
You got to, like, fish them out or something?
Sometimes. Depends what we're looking for.
What about when you send people home?
To bring
with
back
stuff. Yeah.
To
mail.
Yeah, what if all they had is, like, buckshot, too? I mean, is that any good?
Hold on a second,
No,
Jack.
the stuff to mail.
Let me say this. I had the mail thing once.
Yeah.
I ran out of steam with that.
Yeah.
There was it was like, hey, don't eat any meat, and smear a little crap
on this card.
Yeah.
You got big long stick.
And
that's where you're getting the stick.
Spread it out. No, that was pregnancy test. And do it like 3 times. Over the course of like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I had like a 3x5 card with 2 Duke swatches on it for like 6 months, sitting next to my sink, and eventually at a certain point I ran out of steam. I was like, I don't know what the shelf life is of the Duke swatch, or when it goes bad, or when you can't be handled in the mail, but at a certain point I just went, I've run out of steam with the Duke swatch, and I'm throwing it.
Instead, you need to get the colonoscopy done.
Now I'm going with the colonoscopy.
That will replace the Duke swatch.
The Duke swatch seems like you can't get people to return library books. How are you going to get them to crap, not eat red meat, and then for each day, and then crap on the paper, and then send it in? It's a disaster. Drew.
Now, what do you need those?
Checking for blood.
Yeah.
Occult blood mixed in with the stool. That's what polyps.
But here's what I'm saying: you want your crap, you get it while the guy's at the office.
Well, that is this way.
That's
with the finger.
Drew's showing the finger, but so be it. You harvest your own crap like
You'd
a
rather
man.
have the finger than the...
You don't do it the pussy way by sending the patient home, telling them crap in a manila envelope
I generally
and send
find
it
the
to you.
finger is more efficacious. That's right.
Why can't I do the Duke swatch at the office? I mean, I can produce. I'm not like most guys.
Yeah, you could. But
I'll crap right now. I'm crapping now. Too late. You drew the line in the sand, Drew, and I called your bluff. I crapped my pants.
I'm pleased, impressed, and somehow humbled.
Yeah.
But be that as it may, and the other thing he's asking about is real samples of stool for like parasites and infectious agents and stuff like that. And that we give them this sort of hat that fits over the toilets under the toilet seat, and like a big gutter.
It's a sombrero.
That takes it all in.
That's how the sombrero is.
It's a Duke cutter.
Duke cutter. Yeah. I hold a hi hat sometimes.
Really? And you crap into that?
Yeah, you crap into that.
It has a sieve-like effect, does it not?
No. It's just a bucket.
What about the liquid part? Yeah, nothing.
You want the liquid.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Oh, the pee, you go somewhere else. You got to just produce the brown.
Jeez, I hate to get gross, but as long as we're into it, nothing less makes you feel like less a man than when you're taking the Duke, like I was at work today for the second day in a row. By the way, I'm really on a roll. I was telling Drew last night, Jeremy, that I have my Duke cycle is not the Duke at the Jimmy Kimmel
it's the
show.
holiday Duke cycle.
But I'm on holiday crap cycle because I've been off for like the last 2 weeks, and some have been getting up later, and I'm taking that Duke at 11:30, and that's when I'm at work. You see, I got a shift.
Yeah,
I got crap lag.
Yeah.
But the point is I was taking the dump. I was reading the sports page. Felt a little moisture on the thigh.
Uh-oh.
Realized that part of the urine had sprayed and hit the pant leg and the boot and all that. And nothing makes you feel like less a man because what it's really saying is
too short to go down.
The dork is sticking more out than it is down. And let's face it, it could happen to anybody.
I beg your pardon.
No, I mean, first off. You're a little nervous because you're in your public place.
It's cold.
The cold tile.
Yeah, it is winter. It is
morning
winter.
time. And if you're sitting in that position where you're kind of, you're hunched over a little and you got your ass stuck back, you
it's
can kinda,
turtling a little bit.
Well, so if you shrug your shoulders and get your head tucked back.
If you had a turtleneck on, bring it up over your ears.
Little bit of that.
Last time that happened to me, I was 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Great.
You must have been pinching it off.
I was, I don't know, but it was like a spray. I felt the spray. I like, by the way, when you're a little confused. What could that be? Gee, what could it be? What else is it going to be? You think a seagull flew by and crapped on your leg? Of course you just pissed on yourself. It's very humiliating. And then you guys ever do this when you clean up by causing more mess? Like you realize I have a trickle of urine in a very embarrassing spot on my khaki pants now. The only way I can't dry this up, I can throw more water on me and make it look like a pipe burst and get away with it that way. So I'll just sprinkle some on my knee and some on my calf.
And you want to dilute it and get it out.
And I'll just sort of spread it around and it'll be like, who knows what happened in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that type of stuff only happens when you have khaki pants, too.
Yeah.
You're like, for sure it's going to happen
with
with khaki pants.
No. Jeremy McGrath is here, the world's greatest Supercross rider. Got a book out called Wide Open, A Life in Supercross. Plenty of pictures. And it's not a pamphlet either. It's hardcover. It's thick. Looks, it was about 300 pages here, Drew. Mm-hmm. Right there. Yep. All right, we'll play a little Germany or Florida after this. Hey, everybody. It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Jeremy McGrath is our guest tonight. The world's greatest... Let's call him the world's greatest motorcycle rider. Yeah. Going to be, by the way, has a book out called Wide Open, A Life in Supercross. Won more Supercross races than any other rider in history. And is a recent inductee to the Motorcycle Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Which, I didn't even know they had a Motorcycle Hall of Fame.
Where is it?
Yeah, it's in Ohio.
Of course.
No, it's in Ohio. AMA is in Ohio, so it's in Columbus.
Yeah, so they got the Ohio's got the Canton, right? They got the Football Hall of Fame
and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
that's in Cleveland, huh?
That's in Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah, and now they got no, they don't have. That's in New York.
That? New York.
Okay, but goddamn Ohio, by the way, Ohio's got the Football Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and now the Motorcycle Hall of Fame, and we got the Brea Tar Pits. We got a hole that's filled with tar.
What is that thing, by the way?
It's a hole with tar. Any other city with a shred of self-respect or dignity would have poured some kitty litter in that thing and paved right over it. We're so low on natural beauty that we're like, hey, everybody. It's like P.T. Barnum got in on this. It was like the world's greatest publicist couldn't have figured this out. Right in the middle of town, there's a hole oozing tar. We should have been humiliated. We should have put a few cones around it and immediately filled it in. But instead, somebody was like, hey, we'll call it the Brea Tar Pits, and we'll charge. You want to look at it? It's going to cost you money. The world's worst natural...
That's why people go, because they don't know what it is.
And people think, well, it's got to be more than that. And by the way, and anyone who has been there, so Ohio gets 3 Hall of Fames. We get a pit, filled with
tar,
filled with asphalt. Fantastic. and if you go there, and I know poor Drew probably has had to drag his kids there.
Oh yeah.
People come from out of town; they want to see it. And by the way, they're like, "What's the La Brea Tar Pits like?" I'm like, "Okay. You have to have a vivid imagination. Close your eyes. Picture a pit. Now fill that pit with tar." and put it near La Brea. There you go. It's all there. It's all in the title. It's one of those titles where you don't have to go because the title's everything. And then you get there, and they're like, watch a live excavation going on. And you look over some chain link fence, and there's a couple of stoners from a junior college with a dental instrument scraping some. They're on the same bone that they were on 6 years ago down there. And, oh boy, talk about life in the fast lane. Watching a stoner squat over a bone for 6 hours. And then it's like... this area, millions of years ago, Drew?
Looked the same.
Yeah, used to have, used to have wolves in it.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hundreds of...
Shocking.
Yeah.
2 million years ago, you mean the Macy's wasn't there, the May Company? Not there. How about the Chevron? Not there? Wolves. Exciting. And not even anything big either. Not the Tricenators.
Yeah, you get some saber-tooth tiger.
Nothing bigger than basically a dog.
Yeah.
A bunch of old dogs lived here.
But how about those statues that are situated around the tar pit?
Nothing.
They're just fake.
They got
mammoth.
like a fiberglass woolly mammoth that they stuck in there next to some McDonald's wrappers. There's always some crap that blew in there and stuck in the tar. That's got to be a bad gig, cleaning the tar. Hey, Bob, we got a Happy Meal next to the wool. It's stuck to the woolly mammoth's balls. We're going to need you to get in there and get that off. And put on the snowshoes. Try to wipe your tracks up this time, Bob. All right. So that's what we get. Ohio, 3 Hall of Fames. What the hell happens? How do they get it? Do you think they have, Hall of Fame momentum? Like, hey, we got the other Hall of Fames. We should get this one.
I don't know. I don't know why they have it. But you know what? They do have it. And they have the Motorcycle Hall of Fame, and...
All right. I had to go there. Is there a bust of you? Is there? What do you got? Like your motorcycle, your leathers? What's in there?
Well, I don't think anything yet.
Well, don't you have to have a? Don't you have to have a picture?
No,
yourself?
I got a plaque and stuff. Yeah, and I got a medal.
But what's in the Hall of Fame?
Oh no, there's motorcycles, but just not my motorcycle.
Why isn't your bike in there?
Well, I don't know. This year they had it dedicated to flat track or something. So they had a bunch of flat track bikes in there. So I think it's an exhibit.
But here, what I'm saying is, you go to the Football Hall of Fame. You go walking, you see Joe Namath's bust. You see his jersey. You see some pictures of him. What do we have for Jeremy McGrath?
Well, nothing yet. I think that's where I'm at.
The actual Hall of Fame. Yeah, it's a hall.
Yeah,
it's a hallway. It's part of a hotel.
It's
a hall. It's in.
There was a ceremony though. There was a ceremony.
No, we get it
in the hall.
Hey,
in the hall.
In that case,
no, actually, it was outside in a tent.
Well,
outside the
they
hall.
haven't built it yet.
Yeah. Well, no, there's parts of it there, but it just I don't know.
All right. Here's what I'm saying. I want a Hall of Fame in Los Angeles, and I want to put it right on the tar pit.
You know where basketball is?
Ohio?
It's Massachusetts. Springfield, Massachusetts.
Oh, really?
Why? It was invented there, basically.
All right.
Basketball was invented in Massachusetts.
It was like Indiana.
It was a winter sport for men with too much hands in their time. Yeah.
Wow. Winter sport, huh?
Yeah.
Ball bounce good in the snow?
No, the indoor sport.
Oh, indoor, okay.
They threw it in a bushel or something.
They had buildings then?
No. Are you ready to rock here?
Yeah, let's get the Germany or Florida.
I don't like Ray.
Yeah, but he's got Germany or Florida.
Yeah, we'll see. Go ahead, Ray.
All right. In 1983, a man was convicted of raping a woman. He impregnated the woman, got 25 years sentence, did 10. He got out, sued for custody of the child, and won. Germany or Florida?
Wow. That's a tough one.
Florida.
Did you say Florida?
Yeah, I'm saying Florida too because I don't.
The way the laws are.
Drew's very serious about this. I'm going to go with Drew and Jeremy on this. We'll go Florida.
Hello?
Florida.
Germany.
Ooh.
Oh, Drew, why do I ever listen to you? I should never, ever
listen
to you about anything.
About Germany or Florida.
Ever again. What?
No.
Okay, Drew, you start listening to me. Okay. I was Germany or Florida. It's Germany or Florida. That's David Allen Greer singing the theme song, which is about an hour late. All right, let's go now. I was going to say Germany.
Were you?
No. But I was maybe going to say Germany. Laura?
Yeah?
You're 22?
Yes, I am.
What's up?
Okay, so in November, my boyfriend cheated on me after his fraternity semi-formal. I took him back. I know that.
Hold on. Did you say semi-formal?
Yes.
And by the way, you just have the formal or the casual. What, you really got to have one in between?
Yes, apparently they do.
All right. What
Fraternity.
So he cheated. What? You went with him to this thing?
I did, and then we went to after bar, and I went home because I was tired.
He cheated that same night.
Yeah, he went
I
to
see.
an after bar party, and
I see.
Yeah, like what time did you go home?
I went home at about 1:30.
No. You can't leave your guy when he's drunk.
Yeah, 1:30 is about like right when you're peeking out. Right?
Yeah, that's it. It's like it's like a guy's like a chainsaw about 10 o'clock. They're just pulling the cord. Then about 11, with the booze flowing, he just got him started, but he's not dialed in. And about 1:30, he's all he just turned the needle
right
valve
on
just
the main
right.
jet.
He's just buzzing perfectly, and you cut out. He's gonna have to find a log to cut. That's the way guys are.
My fault?
No, not your fault.
No, it's not.
But just ladies, do not cut out on the guy at 1:30 when he's drunk.
How did you find out about this?
He actually fessed up and told me.
Did you think you were his girlfriend?
I knew he was my boyfriend, and I knew I was his girlfriend.
How long had you been dating?
6 months.
And why did he tell you?
Yeah, why did he tell you?
I would have found out anyways. A lot of the guys in this fraternity are my friends as well.
Did he have sex with this person?
Yes, he did.
And how did this work? But by the way, this guy's...
he was guilt-ridden and just fessed up? Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's what happened.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
How old is he?
25.
What's he doing in college at 25?
What do you mean? That's young for my friends.
Is this guy even in college?
You're asking he's young. He's probably a Japanese guy or something, right?
After high school.
Marines after high school. All right.
Okay. And by the way, did he just hooked up with someone after 1:30 a.m. or had he been talking to her that evening?
She is kind of like the fraternity. I don't know if I can say this word on the radio, but it starts with a W. And she basically made her rounds with those guys. And she will basically, her MO is getting the guys drunk and then taking advantage of them. Like, if it were me, it would be called rape.
Wow, isn't the guy usually in charge of that?
Yeah. And,
he was helpless. He was helpless.
Yeah, he was,
nothing he could have. He was forced into it.
The poor 25-year-old frat boy who was a former Marine.
Got taken advantage of.
She plied him with Jägermeister and then took advantage of him. The shame.
Oh, man.
I remember that's happened to me before.
Imagine the powerlessness he experienced.
Oh, but you just sit. I just would sit.
He must
in the
have
tub.
hated that.
I took a bath the next day and just cried.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Just wept for
so
hours,
sad.
just rubbing myself with a loofah, trying to get clean, but never. All right. And Laura.
Yes.
Okay, here's what you got going. I'm hearing it in your voice. Angry.
Yeah.
And not. I don't mean just no. You're angry at him, but you're
Angry at men in
you're
general.
angry at men. You're an angry person. Now, your boyfriend's not a great guy, and I don't want to defend him, but it is his fault. You have to blame him more than you have to blame her.
But
first
I would
off.
suspect you picked that kind of guy.
Yeah, what happened? Did your dad cheat on your mom?
No, my parents are happily married and have been for 30 years.
Aha.
I
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't want to start dating this guy. The guys that are my friends in that fraternity are like, oh, he's a good guy, you know. He's not like your ex, he's not an ass. You know, he's a good guy.
But do you see there's a pattern here? Your ex was an ass, this guy's an ass.
What's up? Are you hot?
Hell yeah.
All right. I don't know, is this bogus? Do you care about this call, Laura?
About what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, hold on a second.
It's
Let's talk
sort
about
of
Laura for a second.
not fitting together, right?
Laura's a little schizoid.
Yeah,
I'm having trouble.
Well, I think she may be
bouncing around a little
but
bit.
almost like she's trying to get her story straight.
Yeah, I'm going with bogus.
It's yeah.
Here's what it is. It's somewhere between bogus and who gives a ass.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's win-win for us because either way, if we're wrong, we're right. If we're right, we're right.
Either way, we're right.
Either way, we're right. Laura.
Yes, I
Dump him. All right, don't call the show anymore and break up with him. All right.
There was that weird cadence again.
Yeah, there's certain people, talking to him's like playing a handball against the drapes. It just never...
Doesn't come back at you.
Actually, my family's that way, actually. There's long pauses, and then they speak at the same time, and then you know what it is. And we get a lot of people call the shows. These are the same a-holes that all pull up at the four-way stop at the same time, and it's like, no, you go, no, okay, I'll go, no, and then everyone inches forward and then stops again.
And when you blow through it, they're mad at you.
Yes,
they're like
yes,
what?
yeah,
Mr. Aggressive here.
The person, I tell you, there's a woman, and I don't know if she's listening. If she listens to the show, I'm in love with this woman, and my wife knows it. About a week or so ago, maybe it was New Year's Eve, coming home from a party late night up in the hills. It was a four-way stop sign, and this chick was coming down the hill, and I was coming the other way, and I stopped, or just about stopped, and she just blew through it. And she blew through the stop sign and then honked at me as she went through the stop sign. And I thought, wow, that's brazen, because you just blew through the stop sign. And so I gave her a little toot on the horn. And here's why I'm in love with this woman. She gave the follow back toot. She gave the FU toot, because I like those people who, by the way, who either cut you off or honk at you, and then you honk at them, and their memory is like, all they can think is, hey, this guy just honked at me.
They forget that they started the whole
whatever it is.
2 seconds prior.
Yes, this is the greatest individual in the world. This is the person who punches you in the stomach, then you punch them back, and they go, this MFer just hit me. their memory is like a second and an eighth long, and that's what it is. Or at least they're just so. I think it's a narcissism, whatever it is.
Speed addiction.
Speed addiction.
Oh, is that what it is?
That, yeah.
I just like that. She was actually down the street and past me when she went for the second honk from the stop sign she blew through, which that took some effort. You know what I mean? The hand had to come back up onto the horn.
And she was listening to see if is he going to honk at me?
Is he going to honk?
And then she's like, make sure she gets you.
I announced to my wife that's the second woman I'm going to marry. I love that one.
That's going to be a good one.
Jeremy McGrath is here tonight, the world's greatest supercross racer. He's got a book out, Wide Open, Life in Supercross. Take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Jeremy McGrath is here, the world's greatest supercross racer. And you know, Drew, I don't like to brag, but Jerry and I did some hot laps over there in Willow Springs. I think he has respect for the
you
man.
meant in the car.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Adam can drive.
And he used to ride BMX a little bit, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I surprised a few people.
And some motorcycles.
I got the Red Racer. Got the Elsinore 250.
That's right. Yeah. I've heard about that one before.
Yeah.
You
Nice
got the
bike.
Elsinore, yeah.
Let me tell you something, Drew. I know it's been brought up before, but it's been a while. We were talking about the hill climb earlier.
Yeah.
One of my better sports, by the way. I mean, when you ride motorcycles, there's certain things you do better than others.
You could do the hill climb well.
The hill climb I was good at because I would it's about pointing the bike and just hanging on. It's sort of about not caring about life or limb that much and just sort of going for it and I was fine with that. I didn't have enough skill to, ride a wheelie for 100 feet, but I could point the bike and do it. But my bike had the front brake broken off it the whole time I had it.
Nice.
There's a little piece of cast magnesium or aluminum that holds a little fork that holds it. It was back before the disc brakes, the old drum brakes, and it was broken off. And going down a hill with no front brake is bad times. And people think, well, you don't want to grab the front brake when you're going down the hill to just wash out of you. True, you don't want to grab it. You do need it because every ounce of the bike's weight and your weight is sort of shifted forward. And when all you have is the back, you just lock it up, and it just fishtails behind you all the way down the hill, and it doesn't slow you down.
Speed, yeah.
It does not slow you down that much. So going down the hill was always the with no front brake was always the more exciting part of the hill climb. It was the descent. Yeah, well, I was hardcore, Drew. We didn't have all the water
fancy
cooling
stuff,
and disc brakes and the mono shocks and whatnot. We were, back when I did, we called it the gut-busting sport of warriors. Now a lot of pretty boys out there posing for pictures, signing autographs, not the same sport. Marcus?
Hello, guys. You know what Jeremy McGrath is? Tiger Woods, PG. You know what Tiger Woods was to the golf?
Yes.
You know what Wayne Gretzky was to NHL? You know what Michael Jordan was to the NBA?
Right.
Jeremy McGrath is the freaking motocross superstar.
You know,
That's
Marcus
what
is
he
to Budweiser.
Marcus. Yeah,
Marcus, thank you very much. I appreciate all this.
But that's the problem. Now you're not there anymore. I don't know who's number one anymore. That's the problem.
Is this Foster Brooks? This is.
Who?
Foster Brooks.
Oh, I know. What'd you lose interest when I retired?
Yeah, but no, I really lost interest when you're number one too many times. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're number one for how many years? Come on, break. How many?
7 times. 7.
7.
7 out of 10.
Unbelievable.
Marcus is on here.
But let me just put Marcus on hold and say that Marcus is the guy we run into at the restaurant after we're done doing the college lecture. Hey, where's the juggies?
Yeah.
Where's it? Hey, this dude! That's the other guy, too. The guy that's announce your arrival.
Well, but now they don't announce it as you're here. It's like, this is that guy.
This is that dude! And I'm the world's biggest fan of you. Are you the doctor? Which one are you? You're Jimmy Campbell, right? Who's there? It's like 1 minute the world's greatest fan, next minute they're not sure exactly which one you are. Got to announce to everyone where you are. But hey, it's better than the cynical guy, Marcus.
Oh yeah, the cynical guy.
Was your wife in that Carson Daly bash? Was that your wife?
Yeah, it was.
Next to you?
No, she was sitting 6 rows back.
That's what
she was Adam, next to me.
You're
Yes.
a fool, dude.
What are you talking about?
No, was that your wife sitting by you?
Yeah, it was.
She's kind of olive skin?
Kind of olive skin? Yeah, she's Italian.
Yeah, oh, god damn. See, that's the problem with you, dude. You have some nice cars, you have a nice woman. Ugh.
This guy, Marcus,
we're hanging on to you, buddy.
Huh?
We're going to need you. Here's what we're going to need you to do.
I wonder what he does for a living. Is he student?
Works with kids.
Student.
Works with kids.
Work in the mailroom.
You work the mailroom?
Yeah.
Where?
Well, I don't want to say.
He's postal.
USA Today.
The mailroom is euphemism for his underpants. It's like the mailroom. He's working in the mailroom.
Some porno shop that he goes.
When your hand's going down and making a trip to the mailroom, it says.
Keep me on, dude.
All right, listen, Marcus. I'm going to keep you on, but here's what I want you to do.
All right.
You understand?
Okay.
You're at that level of drunk right now where you're very entertaining.
All right.
Okay. Now, I don't want you to go over the top and pass out and vomit on yourself and choke on your own vomit. On the other hand, I don't want you to sober up too much that you lose your certain je ne sais quoi that we've grown to love about
at this point? I'm smoking a cigarette. I have a beer in my hand.
You got a beer in the hand. Okay, how many beers have you had and when did you start drinking?
Started probably at 6 o'clock, drinking 40s. I'm on my fourth right now.
Fourth 40.
Old English 800.
Old English. Okay, that's good. You got to plug in.
7.5 alcohol.
Okay, buddy. So you're on your fourth.
Yeah, right now. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm going to need you to take. You got the 40-ouncer with you now. I'm going to need you to take a swig.
Hold on. All right.
Please.
Okay.
Okay, did you take a swig? Okay.
Hold on. Here we go.
No. Okay, go ahead. Okay, he sells a swig. No one sells a swig like Marcus. Marcus, all right, listen. I'm going to need you to take a swig about every 13 to 15 seconds in order to ride.
Small swig.
Hold on.
Medium swig.
Hold on.
Huh?
I'm getting them time right here.
All right.
Okay,
13 to 15 seconds. So keep the balls right.
A moderate swig to ride that sort of Marcus entertainment buzz through the rest of the show. All right.
13 to 15 seconds. Wow.
Well, that's going to be.
That's going to raise the bar, I think.
Well, no. If you think about it, let's see. When it gets to 50, we'll do it. All right. Take a swig at 50 now. Drew, this is great radio.
Oh,
now, you guys are going to find out how long 13 to 15 seconds are. It's only been 9 seconds. 10 seconds.
You going to make it, Marcus?
I put them on hold.
Oh.
See, now it's 13. Now I take my next swig. That's about right. That's a decent booze pace. I think Marcus. Does that worked out for you?
He passed out under your advice.
Yeah, just 2 swigs of this.
Yeah, I'm going to make it easy. Take about 3.5, 4 swigs a minute.
Okay.
Wow.
No problem.
And not
We're
going to
come back and he's going to be out
You got commercial
snoring.
coming up at 55.
We got the commercial coming up, yeah. All right, so you're a big fan of Jeremy McGrath, though, right?
Oh, Jeremy McGrath's the best.
The best.
Thanks,
You
man.
probably
Appreciate
laid
that.
the best women, too.
What?
Do what?
You probably laid the best women, too.
Yeah, he's good. I've seen him in action.
A comedic genius. He's really
You
got
write your own
Yeah,
stuff.
very elaborate.
Oh, no,
very
he's,
sophisticated.
come on, he's reading off a teleprompter.
Yeah, he has to
You
be.
can't come up with this
Not-
stuff
yeah,
off the cuff.
Pearl,
You
no.
can't come up with, he probably lays the best shoe. Is that you, Rob?
Hey, with the 13 to 15 second pace, it'll be getting good
Pretty
here.
bad.
She kind of olive skin?
I need to get a mic. Is he?
Hey, Marcus, you ride?
No,
he's on hold.
He's
We gotta
going
go
out tonight. He's going out hill climbing, night hill climbing.
Okay.
Ever do that? That's a good time.
No breaks,
He's
night
gonna, he's
climbing.
going to have a hill climb just to get into his bed tonight.
We got to see him ride a Supercross track. Huh?
We'll take a quick break. Jeremy McGrath's here. He's the greatest! We'll be back. Hey, everybody. It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Jeremy McGrath is here tonight. Dear friend, Jeremy McGrath, the greatest Super Bowl of motocross rider, greatest supercross rider ever. Maybe the greatest motorcycle rider ever. I think you'd have to give him that. Big in Europe.
I like that one. That one's good.
Do they? You must have a lot of fans in Europe.
Yeah, we actually have a lot of races over there. And throughout my career, always what we did is we'd have the Supercross series here, and then we'd race some motocross throughout the summer, and then during our off time, we'd race some Supercrosses over there. We'd race in France. I mean, you name it, we've raced there. So, yeah, I mean, as you said earlier, the motorcycle fans in Europe go crazy for anything, bicycles, motocross, road race, all the stuff over there. And
yeah, I mean, just think about what a sport bicycle racing is over there. I mean, Tour de France and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's huge.
But think, let me tell you this, Drew. I know you don't get out that much. I've been to a dozen of these Supercross races, and there's a lot of sports where you go, wow, that's pretty good. I couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's sort of sports where you go, I wouldn't do that. And then there's the sports where you go, I bet I could do that if I practiced. This is one of those. Not only can't I do it, but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Which is you don't see a lot of. But this is, you go watch one of these races and you go, no possible way could I do this, and nor would I. And it is really a spectacle, and it's the kind of thing that you don't need to know anything about. You just go. You just go there.
Show.
Someone could pull you. You could get right off a boat from the turn of the century immigrant from Hungary and go sit there. You'd be going nuts. You can't help it. It doesn't matter who's winning. Doesn't matter what's going on. Every lap, the guys are 60 feet in the air flying over each other.
It is an awesome show. I mean,
in terms of just going out, spending $14 and seeing a spectacle for 3 hours, it's all of that. All right,
exactly. Kind of like the book, a little bit of everything, huh?
The book, that's right, Wide Open, A Life in Supercross. Yeah, I'll tell you, get this book, and you don't have to go to a Supercross race because it's all.
Yeah, I'll tell you all about it in there.
It'll go all the way through.
Yeah,
and again,
well, with the book, like a lot of my fans that think they know everything about what I do, and kind of my career has been plastered all over the magazines, for 10 years, and the book really gives you an inside scoop on some of the contract stuff and my life as being a kid and my life as a racer, and when I first turned pro, I was bagging groceries and
really,
stuff like that. So there's a lot of great. I mean, it's a great read for not only my fans, but my serious fans that think they know me, and but for everybody. So
how old were you when you turned pro?
I was 16. 16.
Mm-hmm. That's the same with my life. That's it.
Oh, you were pro by 16.
16. Same thing.
Pro what? House builder?
Jack off.
He was pro at that.
I did nothing until I was at least 30. So there's time for all of you. Rusty?
Hello?
Rusty, do you have red hair?
No.
No.
Hold on a second, Mr. Personality. By the way, calling from Ohio, home of the
The Motorcycle Hall of Fame.
The Baseball Hall of Fame.
Rock and Roll Hall of
Rock
Fame.
and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah, baseball's in upstate New York.
You want to check in with Marcus?
I'll get back with Marcus,
Right.
see if he's okay. Hey, Marcus, my main man, how you doing, buddy?
Let's take care of the babies.
Yeah. Got to save the babies, right?
Of course.
All right,
Jeremy McGrath, you're still number one.
Thanks, Marcus.
Babies. tell us what you like most about Jeremy, Marcus.
You know, the problem is, I like the most. He is Tiger Woods of motocross.
Tiger Woods?
Tiger Woods.
Everyone hates him, but he's number one constantly. That's the problem.
I would argue that Jeremy is more than the equivalent of Tiger Woods, because Tiger Woods will win 4 or 5 tournaments a year out of
Not
12,
all of them, yeah.
or something like that. And that's pretty good. Quiet down. I'm making a poignant point here. Jeremy dominated. He would win every race, and win. 7-time champion. I mean, nothing against Tiger Woods, but this is a greater imbalance in domination. Thank you. And by the way, Jeremy, if you want to chime in about my skills on the road, anytime, you come right in. Marcus?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, buddy. How you doing?
Yeah.
You got to work tomorrow?
At 11 a.m.
In the mailroom.
Exactly.
You work at USA Today, did you say?
That's what I said.
What kind of mail do you have to sort there?
It's not mail, it's papers. You have to sort a lot of papers.
Uh-huh.
Do you realize that USA Today goes through some numbskull like me every day to get to you?
Wow.
That piece of paper on their doorstep who's going out there with your jocks on. Yeah.
Yeah, Marcus. Yeah.
So you're saying my USA Today is going through Marcus in Phoenix tomorrow?
Probably not.
By 11 a.m., you stumble into work with a throbbing hangover at 11 a.m. The paper hits the doorstep at 6:30 in the morning.
If I was in California, but you don't understand to say. Same person.
I wish you were out here, buddy.
Hey, Marcus, you going to the Supercross this Saturday?
Where's that at?
It's in Phoenix.
Man, you are a genius.
You gotta give me a free ticket then.
Oh, dude, come on. What's up with the mailroom? The mailroom's not cutting it?
Yeah,
Marcus,
listen.
how often do you get loaded like this, Marcus?
Oh, God, come on.
I don't want to bum everyone's high,
Listen,
but
Dr. Killjoy.
Marcus, how often
Who was that?
That's Dr. Killjoy. Hey, Marcus, that's
Who
the
was that?
man.
Hey,
That's the
Drew
man.
was that. That
You
was
don't
Drew.
listen to Drew.
Marcus, how often do you get loaded like this?
Oh, buddy.
What?
Yeah, see, he's fine. You're doing good, right? You got a woman, You got a woman, Marcus?
No.
Shocking.
Imagine
I
that.
can't imagine a woman hasn't snatched you up. All right, you look.
Drew, ask me.
Hey, Marcus.
Yeah, Jeremy.
This Friday night in Phoenix, they're having a fan fest.
Jeremy, you hooking me up?
Yeah.
Listen, this is a free fan fest. I'll be there. I'm signing autographs Friday
I don't
night.
want your autograph, dude.
Why not?
I want you to come.
Sorry.
No. I want you to come in some rare form and just say hi, man.
Yeah, no
I want to
problem.
see who this voice comes from.
What do you look like, Marcus? Describe yourself.
What? Okay, I'm about 6'1", 180
Ascot.
pounds.
Right.
Wow.
Smokes a lot of cigarettes. Drink a lot of beer.
Drink a lot of beer.
No, dude.
What color's your hair?
I guess brown.
All right, took him a while. Yeah, what's your nationality?
American.
America.
All right,
Perfect.
buddy. We're all Americans, aren't we?
Oh, boy.
All right, hang on, Marcus, and remember, take a
Keep
sip.
charging.
I'll do the same thing for the next hour.
Every
Taking a
15,
swig at-
every
Yeah,
15
of
seconds,
course.
all right?
Of course.
All right.
All right.
Hey, you know that song by Loverboy, Everyone's Working for the Weekend?
No.
Okay. I like to hear him sing at a certain point. That's all. That's good. Hold on a second,
What was
Marcus.
that?
What was that, Marcus?
Oh, taking a sip.
All right, buddy. Hang on. All right, he's got a 40 ouncer. Instruct him to take a medium and moderate sip of the malt liquor every 13 to 15
So what did he
seconds
say?
to
This
rise
is his
the
fourth
buzz.
one?
He's on his fourth 40.
Wow.
It's all right. He's young. Young man can handle it. 180 pounds. He can handle that malt liquor. Rusty,
Yeah.
You're 26.
Yeah.
Did I talk to you last time about being named Rusty and not having red hair?
No.
Aren't all guys named Rusty? Don't they all have red hair? Isn't that why they call you Rusty?
No, they call me, just call me Rusty.
Oh, I see. I see.
Well, is that your name, Rusty?
No, maybe you just use that name on the air?
No, my name was Russell, but my uncle called me Rusty growing up.
There you go.
All right.
Oh, there you go.
See, there he goes with that banjo.
What's going on there, Rusty? Well, you can hardly blame us. What's your question?
I was just calling to thank Dr. Adam for he set me straight.
How'd I set you straight, Rusty?
Well, he told me that to be careful who I be with and to get the job at Home Depot. And I go.
Remember Rusty? He was a little scary.
Yeah. What job? What are you doing at Home Depot?
He was sort of vaguely suicidal last time, as I remember.
Oh, yeah. What are you doing over there, Rusty?
Well, I'm going to their school Tuesday. I start Cashier College.
Great, congratulations.
Cashier College?
Yeah, that's the kind of thing you've advocated for a long time, a trade college.
Step up from Barber College.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to learn to be a cashier.
Yeah, cashier / lot attendant.
And
I think it's lot attendant / cashier. I think they'll have you out gathering the carts for a while and clean up the sacks of cement.
He has something to look forward to and to work towards. That's good.
Rusty, you stick with that. What are they paying an hour over there at the depot?
$6.50.
$6.50. That goes a long way in Ohio, by the way. You're literally a millionaire at $6.50. All right, but hey, Rusty, let me ask you a quick question. Because I know people say, well, $6.50, not exactly a rich man, but what is a decent one-bedroom apartment rent for in your neighborhood? Uh-oh.
A decent one would be probably $300.
Right. And here's the point. Around here,
$1,800.
No. Decent one bedroom is going to be $950, $1,000.
Yeah.
I mean, when I moved out of the house 20 years ago, my first apartment, crappy one bedroom, like $435.
Wow. Yeah, but
20 years ago.
I don't have an apartment. I don't pay rent.
Right. I'm just saying $6.50 an hour doesn't sound like a lot of money,
but
when you and a roommate move into an apartment, you can pay your share of the rent.
Right.
Right. And I'll be working a lot and saving up. And also, I just want to say before you hang up on me is I like Jerry McGrath a lot.
Well, thank you there.
Didn't pronounce his name quite as well as Marcus, but fine. Thanks, Rusty. You just listen. Stick to keep to the grindstone.
There you go. Got to have some goals, right?
That's right. Save that money up.
Can Marcus and Rusty maybe talk?
You call us and tell us how you're doing in 6 months. All right.
All right. Thank you guys very much. Maybe I'll come out there and see you guys sometime.
Sure.
Thanks, Rusty.
Yeah. We're in Oregon.
Where?
Oregon.
All right.
You call us in 6 months, Rusty. Give us a little heads up before you come over. Don't surprise us.
Because I just wanted to say thank you seriously because I was really
appreciate
depressed and suicidal and everything.
You're doing well now. God bless you, Rusty.
Way to go, Rusty.
Good job.
Another Loveline success story.
Maybe Rusty ought to tell Marcus not to drink so much.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah. Looking good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it time for break?
Hey, let me just tell you guys something. I don't think I've been called Gerry before.
Don't
you know what I mean? Yeah, I have. I mean,
What'd you say, Anderson?
I was talking to you before, but you couldn't hear me. The whole country could, but you guys couldn't.
What?
It'd be great if Rusty could go on with Marcus and tell him not to drink.
Oh,
I think those two together would be.
No, Rusty was not really drinking.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He could say, "Turn your life around." Tell Marcus to turn his life around.
No, Marcus.
I agree, Anderson. Anderson makes a very valid point.
That would be so painful.
It's a very valid point. Let me just see how Marcus. So hold on.
Checking
Let me
in
tell
with
Rusty. Rusty, hang tight for a minute.
All right.
Okay, because you've been an inspiration to not only us but many of the Loveline listeners. Rusty's a guy who called the show some months ago. Suicidal.
A couple weeks ago, I think it was, like 3 weeks ago.
Drew, I'm on a roll here, buddy.
Yeah.
You gonna crap on me with the? Oh,
sure.
so it wasn't 26 days, 23 days? Come on, buddy. Let's go.
Some months ago.
Where was I?
Some months ago.
When did you call, Rusty?
About 3 weeks ago.
Like I said, 3 weeks
All right. Well, that's when I'm on a roll.
Some months ago, exactly. Adam. Go ahead.
Rusty called 3 weeks ago. He was depressed. He was suicidal. He thought he had nowhere to turn. Mm-hmm. There's no hope, no light at the end of the tunnel. But that light was Loveline. He called. I filled him with words of hope and inspiration. Now look at him. He's collecting shopping carts at the Home Depot. I mean, he's climbed the mountain.
Exactly.
No, he's on his way up.
But Marcus already has that sort of fulfilling occupation.
Marcus.
He sorts USA Today.
He's a young.
He's on his way to the cart.
Yeah. He's on his way to the cart. Get the carts.
Marcus.
Rusty, first of all.
Well, no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Now, you got a little problem with drinking, Marcus.
Hey,
all right.
Yeah. You're big enough. A bottle of wine, you say. A bottle of wine.
Yeah, what a lightweight, Adam. You say a bottle of wine. How dare you?
Listen, hold on, you jack-off. I'm not in a frat house. I don't go home and challenge myself. I poison myself with alcohol every night. I try not to drink as much as I drink. I can't help it. It's a disease. How dare you make fun of my wine consumption?
Wine? A bottle of wine? America, do you hear this? A bottle of wine.
It helps me. It's my best friend.
Yeah. What do I drink? Well, I drink a little beer.
Yeah.
Every now and again.
You don't drink a bottle of wine.
I drank too much wine one time, and that was my problem. I'm sticking with the beer.
Yeah, I get back on that.
Go ahead with your fine wife.
Hey.
I'm stunned.
Yeah.
By what?
By my wine consumption.
And she works in the office?
Tell me about his wife again?
I don't know what he's talking about.
No, seriously, Adam.
Wait, hold on.
Works in the office?
Yeah, she works in the office. What's wrong with that?
What do you work in a field?
Why is that funny?
What do you work on top of a flagpole?
She's so freaking hot.
Yeah, she's nice looking.
I mean, what's she supposed to be doing? Framing houses?
No.
Yeah. All right, now hold on. Marcus, hold on a second.
All right.
Thank you for that compliment, by the way. I want to get Rusty. How do we get Rusty going with you? Because
double?
Three-way? I don't want to hear Rusty.
No, Rusty is going to talk some sense into you. Rusty?
Yeah.
They did it out there.
Tell Marcus about the virtues of a clean life and a hard working life.
Well, basically, like right now I'm not drunk, but I drink Milwaukee's Best every once in a while, but I don't.
Okay.
By the way, Milwaukee's Best is like 133 on every other city's list of best beers.
But I don't.
If it's best out of Milwaukee. Yeah.
I don't drink to medicate myself.
Like Marcus.
I used to,
Marcus.
But I got kids and kids on the way.
Right. Marcus drinks to forget.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not right. He should get my number and we'll talk.
Yeah. Marcus, what about that?
Yeah. That's going to happen probably tomorrow. Give me your number. What the hell are you talking about?
This is what's called an intervention, Marcus.
I am smoking. I am drinking. I am white trash to the fullest. Who cares?
To the fullest.
That's what we're worried.
To support a family. I'm
Marcus,
supporting a family.
We're all concerned about you. We're here because we're friends.
Adam, maybe he needs to get a girlfriend or something.
Maybe he need a woman,
that's a problem.
Yeah.
Or a boyfriend.
Help him out.
Yeah. I have to get tied down to get that marriage going. Adam.
You're 20, Marcus.
No, we're saying that you get a partner. Marcus,
Do you like women?
Are you gay?
Yeah, I'm fake. No, I love women. I love pussy. That's what I was talking about, first of all.
Do you have any? Do you have a woman? Do you have relations with women?
Yeah. No, I actually do have a woman.
Do you have to? You have to pay for it.
What about a relationship with Jesus Christ?
Pay for
Yeah,
Rusty.
Wow, that was a shot right to the gut. What about Jesus Christ, Marcus? What about a personal relationship with him instead of the relationship you're having with that 40 ouncer of Colt?
Kumbaya.
That Rusty, he's sucking on nitrous or something. He's always laughing.
Marcus, what about Rusty's suggestion of finding Jesus Christ?
All right, now we're being completely serious, right?
Yeah.
What?
We're being the police.
I want to be serious. Okay, here,
serious,
first
yeah.
of all,
Are you? Yeah.
not into guys, not to smelly vaginas, which I called for. That's what I'm calling for.
Uh-huh.
He's getting to that.
You're into women.
You finally got to your question.
Not smelly women.
Yeah, what's that question?
About what?
Well, hold on.
You already forgot. You just told us. You just said you called for something. What was it?
Stop.
This guy's the Tiger Woods.
Did you say? He didn't say that.
Okay. Hey, Marcus.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to let you go. Rusty.
Yeah, but one more thing I was just going to tell him.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he should just go to church or something.
Yeah, we're with you
How
on
about you
that.
go there and vomit?
Good job, Rusty.
Go to church, Marcus. Come on now.
Or if he wants to hang out sometime or something, we could all go to Oregon or something.
I'll do that.
Come out to Oregon and visit us. All right, Rusty, please. Thank you, Rusty. Marcus, both delightful in their own different way. Let me tell you why. This is why I say it takes all kinds.
It does indeed.
It does take all. Does it not, Jeremy?
Oh, yeah,
does
for
it not take all kinds? Because we're all God's children, and and Marcus is one of God's special children, and Rusty's one of God's favorites as well. But we're both very different, but still family. Still all family.
Rusty's got it together.
Under the brotherhood of man, the umbrella of man.
I remember Rusty being scary. He had all his kids, remember? Another one coming in. He'd screwed up with the world.
Doing great. Got the world by the time.
Good.
All right. Let that be
in a way, it speaks volumes about what people need to do to get their act together. They need to be humble, put one foot in front of the other, and start moving forward.
That's right.
But hey,
and you know what? Like you said, it's great. It's good. You got to have goals.
What's that, Anderson?
Not to get stuck on Rusty, but he said he didn't pay rent. Where does he live with his kids?
Pay his family. Remember, it was his girlfriend's father or something, as I remember.
Yes,
remember he was kicking his ass.
Drew knows every call, and this is why I got to drink the booze to forget. I go home, I shake my head like an Etch-a-Sketch, and I'm completely blank, and then I come back and I'm like, "Hey, Doctor, who's it?" I shake Drew's hand every night.
You don't even look at me. You know, the doctor doesn't come out. Says, "Hey, nice to see you."
You're that guy.
No, you do that thing where we've met.
Yeah, we've met. I know we've met.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, buddy.
Jeremy McGrath. Dear friend. We've met before, right, Jeremy?
That's right.
All right. He's in tonight. Got himself a little book out called Wide Open. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LVE-191. Jeremy McGrath is here, the world's greatest motorcycle rider.
Thank you.
Got a little book out called Wide Open, A Life at Supercross. And what about car racing, Jeremy?
Yeah, you know what? I always, when I was younger, I thought for sure I wanted to do car racing. And, you know, after my career in Supercross and motocross and having to grow up real young and be a professional at a really young age and having 10, 12 years at it, I found that for me, I don't really think I want a schedule like that. At least for now. I mean, I retired 9 months ago, a year ago at this point, and I'm having fun taking the time to stay at home on the weekends. That's an unusual schedule for me, and
yeah, good.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Fine. You made money. You got a good life for yourself. You worked hard.
Yeah.
Relax a little.
Jeremy was talking to me during the break, saying he had a flashback during the last segment where he remembers being here 10 years ago or something when one of the guests he was watching through the two-way mirror here before he came in shook his head laughing and a joint flew out of his hair.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Remember that?
It was one of the
House of Pain or
rap
something.
bands.
Yeah.
And it was funny.
Well, that's why the black man grows his hair out.
To hide pot.
Hey, he decorates his, like the white people, we put ornaments on a Christmas tree. Mm-hmm. They decorate their head with joints. Mm-hmm. It's a different thing. It's a ritual.
I remember
you cannot
Adam just going crazy laughing because, I think it was my first time here on the show, and I was just like, whoa, I couldn't believe that happened, and it was hilarious.
Shook his head and a joint.
Yeah, it was funny. And I don't even think he knew it was in there.
It may come actually right out of his skull. I'm not sure. But
yeah, I mean, you could have kept producing it.
Yeah.
Like the magic trick where your uncle pulls the quarter out of your ear.
Keeps coming.
Yeah. That was fun.
By the way, cruel joke to play on a 6-year-old with the quarter in the ear. Hey, what's this in your ear? Ooh, a quarter. Let me check your other ear. Oh, we got another quarter. It's like, really? That's not going to freak the kid out just a little bit? Got a piggy bank for a head? Or it's either I got quarters coming in my head, I'm screwed, or where's the goddamn quarters?
Yeah, more.
All right. Let's, 13. Use mom's vibrator.
No.
Taylor?
Yes.
What's up?
Okay, well, today I was masturbating with my stepmom's vibrator, and I noticed that there was, like, a bunch of strands in my, like, a strand of blood in my cum. And the weird thing is, I've done this, like, lots of times before, and it's never done that before.
Mm-hmm. And where are you going to finishing school there?
What?
Okay.
What are you coming onto your period? Is your period about due?
No, it's your stepmom's.
Yeah.
Yes. What do you do before you put it back? You give it that wipe under the armpit like I do, or do you actually use some soap on it?
Towel.
Wipe it off with a towel.
Wipe the towel. And how about a little of that Purell stuff? You know what I mean? A little rubbing alcohol, a little something.
Yeah, I guess.
Couldn't hurt.
Okay, Mr. Uptight.
Aren't you? Yeah, Squaresville, baby.
Yeah.
And are you a little worried that your stepmom may show up one day and it's missing?
No.
Okay.
She wouldn't care?
She's probably not using it as much as her, huh?
Well, no. Well, I always do it when she's not home, so I'm not worried.
How often do you use it?
About once a week.
Let me just give I just want to give this tip, this little caveat for all the folks out there who are listening, who are young, you will get cocky. You will get lazy. You will get cocky.
You'll get cocky.
Exactly. This is for all the 15-year-old guys who think they can squeeze one off without closing the door and waiting to their folks to go to sleep. This is for all the girls that are rummaging through the vibrators. This is all the guys think they're going to watch a little DVD porn before the dad gets from the driveway into the house. You will get popped.
Oh, yeah.
You must be completely consistent. You'll get sloppy. You'll get caught.
Yeah.
Each time you're done with that vibrator, you got to put it back immediately, and you got to clean it off good. And maybe, just maybe, at 13,
oh boy,
you shouldn't be
13.
using it.
This is.
And by the way,
that's a good one.
what happens when the batteries start going?
Mom will just think the batteries are done.
And is the but let me see, the girl's 13.
Is that normal?
It seemed a little young.
13.
Is the horse out of the barn now?
A little bit, and she's sort of compulsive about it in terms of how she sort of. There's a little quality to this that feels a little
screwed up,
problematic. Yeah, but in and of itself,
what's
is no
going on,
problem.
Taylor?
Well, first, let me answer a question. Sexual activity. Do you put the thing inside you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that can just cause bleeding sometimes. It just does.
Oh.
No big deal.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, long ways, right? I tried
to go sideways. You get some bleeding too.
Don't get
sideways. Big smiley,
big banana face. All right, and Taylor, you okay? Any sexual abuse, anything like that?
My step uncle molested me for 2 years.
All right, so you're getting sort of sexually compulsive now, and that's what we're picking up on. That sexuality, that part of your central nervous system is sort of operating in a hyperdynamic state. It's overstimulated.
So the step uncle is stepmom's brother?
Yeah.
Oh, good times.
Wow, did your stepmom find out about this?
My real mom's dead.
Real mom's dead, but did your
stepmom?
I know you've been wanting to work that in, but did your stepmom find out about this?
No.
You sure? Is it the kind of thing where you think she probably knows something and isn't saying anything?
I'm pretty sure she doesn't.
And
is it time maybe to say something to her about it?
No, I don't want to.
And what about your father?
He works a lot.
And he has no idea what went on?
Mm-mm.
And when did this end?
A couple months ago.
And
how did it end? You tell him you're going to tell somebody, or?
No, I just told him I didn't want to do it anymore because he convinced me to do it. Because he would tell me oh yeah, it's so fun and stuff, and I'm going to make you into a little whore and stuff. And so I would agree to it for a while, and then after a while I was I don't want to do this anymore.
Well, after a couple of years.
Yeah.
Simple enough.
And how old is he?
He's 32.
Ugh.
Oh, hold on a second.
Oh, my God, this guy.
Now, see, to me, and I'm an atheist and not a pedophile, but I do pay a lot of taxes. I'd like a bullet in the guy's head.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it's like,
I agree.
Do we have to sort all this stuff out? Do we have to talk to him? Do we need to change him? Do we need to fix him? He's a 30-something-year-old guy who's banging an 11-year-old. What do we do? Is it? By the way,
that's odd.
You got a guy who thinks that's a fine idea at the ripe old age of 30 and change. Are we really going to change this guy that much? We're really going to convince him? Hey, Larry, you know what? No, Larry, no, bad, Larry. No, don't F the 11-year-olds. You move up to the 28-year-olds. Really? Or is he just like a dog that has arthritis and just needs the bullet in the head?
He was sexually abused, too, as a child. No doubt.
Sure.
No doubt. And
this is crazy albino white trash.
Yeah, Taylor,
going on here.
you really need to report this, Taylor. I mean, he's going to do it to somebody else.
Okay.
Taylor, okay, so let me just hit a couple of big beats with you. What you did with this guy is not your fault in any way, shape, or form.
But it has charged up your sexuality, and it's going to be a problem if you start acting on that. So stay with the vibrator and don't graduate to guys.
Yes.
Or to anybody, for people.
Right.
Not for a good 6-7 years.
And even if you feel like you were a somewhat willing participant in this encounter, you're a child. You're still a child. Unless you're Jewish, in which you've had your bat mitzvah.
And you're woman.
Now.
Yeah.
But this is not the work of a Jew, by the way.
No.
All right. So, Taylor, not Jewish?
No, not at all.
Okay, perfect.
Not at all.
Not at all. And actually, a little Jew wouldn't hurt at this point. Little that in the family. A little fused wouldn't hurt. Okay, so Taylor, you must report this.
Okay.
Talk to your father. You did nothing wrong. You were a victim, and not only that, this guy's a criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a creep.
And he's going to hurt other people, and you have to get some counseling. It's very important. Believe me, we know. Listen to us.
All right.
And you don't have to work the vibrator part in when you
don't worry about it. Yeah, don't talk about it.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, now take care of yourself.
I will.
Call us back. Let us know how it goes, all right?
Please. And Rusty, call back, and
especially Marcus.
Marcus.
Keep it flowing, baby. This is great.
What's going on, buddy?
What was that?
This is great, man. Adam, you're my main man, bro.
Yeah.
I love you on the man show.
We're tight.
Oh, we got a rhyme. We got a rhyme.
Yeah.
That's my main mayonnaise.
Yeah, you couldn't quite squeeze out,
bro.
Yeah. Hey, Marcus.
Yeah.
You listen to the show, right?
Right.
You know a lot of a lot of the drops we play on the show, like "Let's Heal Some Babies" and
"You're Fat,"
and "You're Fat." Can you rattle a few of those off for us?
David Ellingren. Let's heal some babies.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
Let's save some babies.
Yeah, bro.
Let's heal some babies.
Snoop Dogg. I don't know that much about him.
All right. Any other famous drops you'd like to parrot back to us?
If you can coach me, I would do them personally.
Well,
I like Marcus saying you're gay.
Anderson, why don't you toss him one, and then Marcus can parrot it back. I'd like to hear that. He started to cuss, and then he stopped.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Anderson. We're cool. Safe harbor, buddy.
We're cool.
Marcus, sorry, I was trying to deal with the cuss. What'd you say?
He didn't cuss. Toss a couple top 5 Loveline drops in, and Marcus can then give his impression of it.
You're gay.
You're so gay.
Wow, it's like they played it twice.
All right, now, Anderson.
Asshole.
You're such an asshole.
Hey, Marcus?
Yeah.
You may be missing the point just a little bit.
It's not to give it your own twist.
Yeah, we don't want your own unique style brought to this. We'd like you to copy it. All right, you ready?
No problem.
All right, here we go.
What the heck was that?
Oh, come on, feed me.
Give him an easy one. Give him some words. Come on.
Come on, Anderson.
Come on, Anderson.
Hold on, I'm looking. I can't think.
You're fat.
Just knock a few down.
You're a fat pig.
You're fat.
You're ugly.
You're lesbian.
You're a homo.
All right. Well,
You can't
hold
do
on,
it.
hold on.
Can't follow directions.
That's all right. But listen, he's a free spirit. he's like a stallion. He's like a Mustang running in the open range. Oh. You know what I mean? You don't want to cage him in.
Of course not. Wouldn't want to make him well.
There he goes. Wait a minute. You want to take a call?
Yeah, we'll take a call.
Well, we can take a break too.
All right, let's take a break.
Why don't we take a call?
Hey, whatever you say, Drew. It's the opposite.
I know.
Carrie?
It's because I want to take a call, see?
What? Carrie, we got to take a break.
Okay.
All right,
What's up,
so
Carrie?
you're 18, you're addicted to one-night stands.
Yeah.
Oh, are you in the Phoenix area?
No.
Oh, because I got a man by the name of Marcus who's open for business. No?
No.
Not turning you on? All right.
No, not really.
All right, so now you're with a new guy each week?
Yeah, pretty much.
20 guys, but won't throw a little love Marcus's way, huh?
No.
All right. Hang on a second.
Okay.
We'll take a quick break.
Marcus's
get back
reaction to
with
that.
Carrie. Yeah, we should. Marcus.
Oh, come on,
I'm trying, buddy.
bro.
Trying to get some for you.
Yeah, you know what? Who cares?
All right, listen. Let me tell you.
Who cares? I'll drink my vodka.
Let me tell you what Marcus is in danger of doing. It happens once in a while. Besides vomiting, passing out while he's beating off, which is that's nothing worse than waking up the following morning with the TV still on, but the tape has run out, so it's just fuzz, and the remote's on your chest, and you got like half a bib swaying. That's humiliating. Hands still clenched around the junk. That's
Pants
bad.
Around the thigh area.
That could happen. You're drunk. You think it's a good idea, but you pass out halfway into it.
That's Marcus.
Yeah. All right. And let me. All right. We'll get back to Marcus. We'll get Carrie, who's addicted to sex, one night stands. Jeremy McGrath in tonight, and we'll be right back. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Jeremy McGrath is here tonight, and he is the world's greatest motorcycle rider. Oh,
What's up?
Don't believe me? He's in the Motorcycle Hall of Fame, which is a tent somewhere in Ohio.
Outside the hall.
Outside what is a hall that is probably used for other things. Wide Open is the name of the book. A Life in Supercross. It is on the covers, must be some sort of stunt rider doing something incredible.
Yeah, it's my double, actually.
Stunt double doing... Now, what is this? It's that a pancake? Is that a cross-up? But it's like the other...
Just a nice whip is what they call it. It's basically I don't know, I guess in your old-school Elsinore terms, it'd be a tabletop, maybe?
Tabletop. Yeah, that's what I used to call it.
There you go.
That's what I used to do, Drew.
When you did it at the hill climb.
Do that old hill climb. Had a 500 tire on the back of that 250. It helped with the hill climb. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good book. Good read for everybody, you know?
Yeah. Good. It doesn't go more than 11 pages without a picture, and that's how I like it.
Yeah.
That's what keeps
nice
me
and
interested.
double-spaced for
Easy
guys
read.
like me and Adam.
Easy read. It starts at the beginning and ends in the 40 years from now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it tells it all. All right, where are we, Drew?
Should we check in with Marcus before doing Carrie?
Okay. Marcus?
We'll seal some babies.
Hey, let's seal some babies.
He's losing it.
You getting a little tired, Marcus?
No, I'm not. I want to hear some callers. Come on.
Okay,
All right.
buddy.
All
All
right,
right.
hold on.
Hey, listen, we're going to need you to grab that book that Jeremy's written.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
book.
Actually, I think you should read my book.
Crap.
Yeah. Thank you.
Why don't you read that?
This will be free, man.
What's that?
Send me some for free.
Oh, okay, we'll get that out to you. Hold on a second. Well, you want us to send it out to the Betty Ford Clinic so it'll be there when you waiting when you get there? All right, let's seal some babies. He's right. Hold on a second.
All right, Carrie.
Hi.
All right, so you sleep with guys on the first night.
Yeah. And I don't talk to them. I don't call them.
How come?
I don't know. I just don't. It's a pain for me to do that. Like, it's annoying. I'd rather just not see them again because, I don't know.
Yeah, you're angry.
Why wouldn't you want to see him again? You don't like it? Or you just want to go to another guy?
I just want to go to another guy.
Who are the guys?
Yeah.
Are there anything characteristic about them?
What?
What kind of guys do you go after?
like who they look like or what kind of guys like?
Both.
They're usually white, just white guys. But
Hold on, Marcus is white.
I'm from the 909. I don't think he'll want to touch that.
Whoa, 909.
What's that 909?
Area code?
That's the area code I grew up in.
Riverside.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Riverside?
Yeah, that kind of area.
Is that where she's from?
Uh-oh. Hey, listen, Carrie, where's your dad?
He's in the room next to me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, she's 18. This could be one of two things. One of three, well, really one of four things. All right. One, she could be bipolar, and this could be part of her manic thing. Two, she could be an addict, and sexual compulsivity is sometimes part of an addict sort of syndrome. Mm-hmm. Thirdly, some 18-year-olds just go through a period like this. Women.
Yeah.
They just go through it. They're 18 to 22. They'll go through a little tear for a while, and that's that.
Right.
And then finally, she could be a sexual abuse survivor and
all right.
or physical abuse.
Any
survivor.
abuse?
No, none at all.
Okay. You seem a little angry at guys, or at least you don't trust them. Did your dad screw around on your mom?
No, he's great.
All right. Well, then stop humiliating him by banging a new guy every weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
All right?
Where's your mom?
She's with my dad.
And what's she like? What's your relationship with her like?
Great.
Okay.
I love
No
her.
problem. No manic depression in your family?
Oh, that's why I'm confused, because you always have these people call in and, like, they have
sometimes women 18 to 22 will just go through a period, go through a stretch where they do this for a while until they kind of tire of it, and then that's it.
Oh, okay.
Well, at least she's getting it out of the way, huh?
Yeah, that's.
At least you're getting it out of the way.
Do you enjoy this? Do you enjoy it?
Early.
Do you enjoy this?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
good times. As
I
Adam
never
would
really
say.
get much out of it, so, like...
Don't get much out of it.
Yeah. All right. Well, then don't do it.
Why do you enjoy it then?
Oh, who
I
cares?
don't know. That's why I'm asking. Like, I don't know.
Do you enjoy it or don't enjoy it?
She doesn't enjoy the actual physical part of it,
Right.
but she probably enjoys the emotional part of the
attention
power
stuff,
and the attention and all that. And, you say to a woman, like, well, why don't you why don't you go with the guy again? And it's like, well, because I can get another guy anytime. The 18-year-old chick who's relatively cute can just head out and go, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, you could remember back in the day, if you found somebody who, essentially guys look at it this way. I found someone who let me have sex with them. And if you find somebody who lets you have sex with them, you got to hang on with both hands, unless you're like a Lorenzo Lamas or something, or Jeremy McGrath over here, turning pro at 11 and a half, and all that stuff. I mean, you do most guys, and even good-looking guys that are doing well in life, maybe they'll have one or two of those, but they hang on to them. It's somebody who's attractive. Let me nail them. But women really know they can find this, and they know they can find it anywhere, anytime. I mean, they really can. They just leave the house. Anyone who shows up.
They know when they're combing their hair.
Put it this way. A woman who's an attractive woman could have sex with almost anyone who delivers something to the house.
Mm-hmm.
UPS guy, mailman, Pizza Hut, whoever. Anyone who shows up, except for maybe the Jehovah's Witness.
The guy on the mountain bike with the helmet and the white button-up?
That's him. That's the
only
guy.
He is probably the only guy.
That's the only guy. Just oral.
You know why, though? You know why? Because I think he always has his buddy with him.
Oh, yeah.
To make sure he doesn't do that.
Yeah, to make sure he doesn't
Got
do
the
that.
backup.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. See, now if that's an atheist team, they'd be gangbanging. I like that
They
guy.
would.
Oh, it's got to be a rough gig. At least they got the mountain bikes now. They used to just have those little Fender 3-speeds with the bells on them. And it's a tough gig. All right, let's check in with Marcus over here. I miss my man, Marcus. Marcus?
Hey, what's up, Adam? Thanks a lot trying to hook me up with some women.
Hey.
You know, it might happen, it might not happen. It's not going to happen.
Right.
But, Jeremy McGrath, you guys still have to remember, Jeremy McGrath is the ring Westie of the motocross. You have to remember that.
I'd almost forgotten until you'd given me that little reminder.
Thank you, Marcus.
You still have the bomb on the Howard Stern show. I love you when you would do that, but you haven't done that for a while.
It's been a few months, yes.
Yeah, it hasn't been a while. You complain about waking up at 6 o'clock.
3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, dude.
3
Yeah,
o'clock.
3 o'clock, yeah. Dr. Drew, come on, man.
Yeah, what do you think about
Drew?
Drew?
If you're my doctor, you'd be completely confused.
No, I don't think I would be.
It'd be real easy, right?
You'd be out of your freaking mind.
That may be true, but I know right where you need to go.
All right. Hey, you guys, you've been blessed.
All right, thanks, buddy.
By you?
All right, bro.
All right.
That's
See you
it?
later,
We're done?
Marcus.
We're
Hey.
done? That's it?
Hey, Marcus.
Party's over?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Let's heal some babies.
No.
Marcus.
Jeremy, go ahead.
Supercross is Saturday in Phoenix.
You know what? Something happened.
What
Wake
happened?
up at 5 o'clock, Friday morning, drink a lot of beer.
All right, well, come say hi on Friday night.
No, then I'm going to wake up about 1 o'clock p.m., drink more beer. I'm not going to make it, dude.
All right, well, you know what? Go read the book.
Did he say he's buck naked?
No, he says he's not going to make it.
Not going to make it.
Okay.
Make it, dude.
Mark, Drew, for a guy who's an addiction medicine specialist, you don't speak good drunken
Not
slots.
fluent. It's sort of...
I understand everything
I have to
you
really
said.
concentrate. I know.
That's how my friends sound.
Yeah, I know.
At work.
I know.
Church. All right, let's take a little break. Jeremy McGrath here tonight, and the book is called Wide Open, Life in Supercross. Be right back. Well, that's the show. Where did the time go? I want to thank our guest, Marcus, calling in tonight. The great Jeremy McGrath.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
God bless you, Jeremy. And I will... you've got a book signing, by the way, Wide Open, A Life in Supercross. The name of the book signing, where, when?
Yeah, my book signing is going to be January 18th, which is a Sunday, and it'll be at Walmart in Long Beach. And hopefully, some people will come out and get the book signed.
Go out, see
I'm going to
Jeremy,
see you, Adam, maybe in 2 weeks at the Supercross, huh?
Yep, a week
Drew,
from
if you want to go, you're more than welcome.
He won't do it.
My kids might want to go.
He's a super puss.
If they want to go, let's do it.
Well, I will be there in Anaheim, and we'll talk before then or do something, because, I got to be,
All right.
I need the free booze, the free food.
We've got to thank Rusty for coming in tonight, too.
Yeah.
Surviving his...
God bless you,
Call
Rusty.
back with the goals, exactly.
So, until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying, mahalo.
You have some nice cars. You have a nice woman.
Wow.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Ingold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.